Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome to my newest Hearts of Iron 4 video. You seemed to like my quality versus quantity video quite a lot, so today we're gonna do another test. This time we'll be seeing which army width is the best. Of course that can vary under certain circumstances, but I mean in general combat. So in order to do that, we're going to set up yet another game as the Soviet Union. Why the Soviet Union? Well, it's big, powerful, and very easy to navigate. So if you want to repeat what I'm doing here, it will be extremely easy to do so. Regular difficulty, historical focuses, not Iron Man, because I will be saving unloading the game to show you the exact same scenario with different troops. Let's go. So what is our course of action? It's going to be a bit similar to the previous one, but to shake things up a bit, I'm not going to do Molotov-Ribbentrop and then betray it. I'm just going to refuse Molotov-Ribbentrop and conquer Poland and wait for the Germans to attack me, just to mix things up. I'm thinking of also conquering Romania and Turkey while we're at it. It is a good starting point for the Soviet Union. Yes, I think I should attack Poland and Turkey and Romania simultaneously. We can do that, no problem. So let's start with the Stalin Constitution. We'll need that political power to justify our war goals. In the meantime, what are we going to do with our army? Well, we are going to be testing army width. Let's use the superior firepower doctrine with support, like we did last time. What we're going to be doing is just filling up support here and then modifying the army width. See, the division can hold up to 25 battalions. Is that a battalion? Yes. And the standard infantry battalion width is 2. So we can have from 2 to 50 combat width if we're using just infantry. The general consensus is that combat width 20 is the best, but we're going to test this out. Fortunately, we do not have to replay the entire game to test that. We just need to switch templates a while before fighting the Germans and then exercise our troops up. So let's switch to superior firepower. Do research, and industrial research. Build some civilian factories. Alright, civilian factories set up. I'm probably going to switch them to military at some point, just doing lots of civilian for now. We won't need any tanks, just a little bit of motorized, no planes, artillery, support equipment, anti-air, and that's pretty much it. This will have to do for now. The exact composition of the units we're using will be determined a bit later. We need to do all the necessary research first. We have 138 units, which is a lot. I'm going to switch them all to infantry just to make it easier to manage, but not going to exercise them just yet. We can defeat Poland, Romania, and Turkey with what we have. Alright, let's speed the game up and unpause. Set up the armies. Turkey seize control, mobilize the armed forces. We'll have to back down or we will start a war. So the constitution is complete, so we can start justifying our war goals. I guess I will wait for Turkey because maybe the war will start on its own. Nope. Right, so what we're going to do now is start justifying war goals on Poland and on Turkey. This takes 240 days, this takes 240 as well. But if we start justifying on Poland, then the war goal on Turkey will take 345 days. But we want to attack them simultaneously. So what we're going to do is start the war goal on Turkey, now cancel the war goal on Poland, and start it again, because now it is the second war goal, and it takes 150 days. This way, we will be able to attack Poland and Turkey and Romania simultaneously. Why Romania? Because Romania guarantees Turkey. Let's plan our attacks. 2 regular armies for Poland, 1 army for Romania, 1 for Turkey. This one will be invading Poland from the north. So go here. And these 2 are going to be invading Turkey and Romania navally. 3 of you go to Romania, 3 of you go to Turkey. Actually, maybe 4 of you go to Turkey. That should do nicely. And the army that's supposed to be attacking Poland, 3 of you, because I only have 3 naval invasions left, go over here. Right, everyone has their orders. Also, I will exercise it, because this will take a while. Next focus, the Great Purge. We do have to do it eventually. And if we do it quickly, we'll be able to do lessons of war before fighting the Germans. We will fight Poland, Romania, and Turkey after the Purge with our penalties, but it's not really a problem. Let's get all our planes here. 5th column, mechanical computing. Right, let's merge the air wings that we can merge and split them again. If I select half, no, it's not the half I wanted. Yeah, split them like this. Alright, split the air wings, activate all the missions. You help this army. Oh, helping army doesn't count for the strategic ones? Really? Can't you just operate where the army does with the strategic mission? Well, that's weird. Okay, a lot of work for nothing apparently. I'll just split you in 2 groups and one will take the Balkans, the other will take Poland. That'll do. Oh, you're still assigned to the army. Here you go there. Gonna need lots of equipment. You should probably create a spy agency. Or several. Okay, let's get rid of Khrushchev. And KVD is done. Let's do localized training centers. Now this is a test, so I don't really want to spy on the Germans. They can spy and use my spies to do stuff in Poland, Romania, and Turkey. It should pay off. Recruiting operative ready. I get the Polish one. Yes, I can. Because I should have checked who I had available at the start. Yeah, whatever. Do Poland. And improved worker conditions. Keep upgrading the agency. And let's send our fleets out to sea. That will be sufficient. I am using Tukhachevsky, so let's get rid of Rokossovsky. Charismatic, aggressive assaulter. Let's become the spy master. Will we get an extra operative, or is my faction too small? My faction is too small. God damn it. Oh well, Pro of the 21. Navy and Air Force, I guess. That spy master thing was a waste. Everyone's exercised up. Let's activate all the orders. Mechanical computing is done. Radio. And we finished the Purge. Code goes straight for the lessons of war, but there's no need to do so. Let's do positive heroism first. I need more operatives. See, if I could do collaboration government in Poland, that would speed things up a bit. Apparently, I won't have enough time. At least if I have more operatives, I can have an easier time conquering the others. New operative. He looks promising. Do Romania for now. And in the meantime, maybe I can actually manage to do a collaboration government in Poland. Probably not, but we can try. Yeah, this should be on by default. Operations on the highest priority. Let's hire Mikhail Kalinin, the popular figurehead, for extra political power. Because more stability brings more political power, and also more other stuff. Oh, damn it. Agent captured right before the mission. Okay, you move onto this network, rescue her, and then maybe you'll have enough time to do the government, but probably not. Progress cult. Unfortunately, our network will deteriorate while this mission is in effect. We might not have enough strength to commence the collaboration government immediately. Yep, we're already below the threshold. We will try to build it up as quickly as possible. Come on, do your thing. Construction 2. First justification is complete, and the second will be in a moment. Progress cult complete. Socialist science. Second justification complete. Let's declare war on Turkey and on Poland, which should mean a fight with Turkey, Poland, and Romania. Let's see how well that goes. Yeah, Romania is our enemy as well. Everyone is unbalanced, if you're curious. Naval invasions have launched. This port is defended, sadly. These are not. Okay, stay there. Okay, good. Cancel your orders. To the front line here. Attack. Balanced. We have secured a port, and we've secured another. Good. I guess I will assign you to a separate army. It's going to be easier to manage this way. Cancel all your orders. Go here. And you here. Attack. Move and attack. How about Poland? It's going to take the moment to transfer, but we do hold the port, so it should all be fine. Concentrated industry. And we have landed in Poland. We're going to move this entire army to Poland. Go. And that should not take too long. Guess I could have sent more troops down south and less up north. Oh, you have landed, actually. I underestimated you. You shall have your separate army, and with them, you'll just stay where you are, holding the port. You must remember we do have the Purge negative modifiers, and we're fighting on many fronts, but we are the Soviet Union, so yeah, we're gonna win. Connect here. Good, we've connected the naval invasion territory with our own. Nice. And everything in Poland is going splendidly. Did you launch this operation? You did not, of course, because he got cancelled. Attack. It's gonna be too late. Should send some more troops to Turkey, but they are mostly busy elsewhere. Then again, I don't need to hurry with Poland. Let's modify the orders. Here, cancel your order. Your order can be extended. That'll work nicely. The troops from this army can be redistributed. Go here, and the rest of you go here, but with the same general you have. That'll do. Might lose some territory here temporarily, but it's not important. We are making gains. And if we delay Poland a bit, maybe they'll finish the job on the mission. Probably not, though. Yeah, 2 months and a bit is too long. Poland won't hold out for this long. I guess I could hold my attack for a moment when we're about to win. I'll probably do that. Yeah, I guess you can hold your attack. Do not take Warsaw yet. You can take the bits here. It'll be more effective later on. Once the mission finishes, we'll recommence the attack. Let's not kill Chiang Kai-shek. Extra research slot. Cipher for Poland is decrypted. Nice. Should I work on Germany? I will, in case we have problems defeating them. Romania is defending itself. Oh, Turkey has pushed me back. Really? That is surprising. Okay, you guys can rejoin the other army. And I guess I'll form another naval invasion a bit later. For now, it's good enough. We wait for this operation to finish, and then we finish Poland off. War economy. I guess I should decipher Turkey instead of Germany. It might help a bit. Perhaps I should do another collaboration government in Poland before defeating them. Although that would take a long time. We prepared collaboration government. Do we want another one? Probably gonna take too long. Yeah, I don't even have the network ready. Let's just activate the orders. I guess I can send you to Germany now. If things are too easy for us later on, I can always withdraw the agents and let the network die. German-Soviet treaty. Sure, that's not the actual main treaty. It's time to rehabilitate our military. Also, we got an extra research slot. Signal companies, please. Oh, I'm not doing very well in Romania. Let's send one of the agents there. That'll give us a small bonus. Turkey is almost defeated on the other hand. Perhaps I could have waited for another collaboration government in Poland. Oh well, the decision has been made. And here goes Poland. Take all states, please. Now let's go to occupied territories. Civilian oversight is fine. Let's switch to cavalry for that. Takes less manpower and less equipment for the same amount of suppression. We already have 30. Collaboration in Poland. Go, help in Romania. And you, I guess you could go and finish Turkey off. Extra army experience is always useful. You guys just go to Istanbul. It doesn't look like it's defended at all. Romania is putting up a bit of a fight. Well, I am fighting many of them at once, and I have penalties from the Purge, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Go, take the victory points. I guess decrypting Turkey will not be necessary anymore. I can cancel it. Take all states. Turkey's done. Alright, take the victory point. It should be it. Yes. Romania capitulates. And that's it for now. We've expanded a little bit. It's gonna be enough temporarily. Now to fight the Germans. Well, in order to fight the Germans... Oh, I have a lot of army experience. Anyway, we're gonna be preparing our templates. So this is our first template, right? Trilkovaya Divizia. I'm going to be adding support to it. Engineers, recon, support anti-air, and signal companies once they become available. For now, let's save it as is. Yes, I will need more factories working on that. Something along these lines, I think. Maybe even more for support equipment. Oh, also, let's go to free trade, which boosts our factory output. Military reorganization. I think it's almost time we moved to building military factories only. Yeah, let's do that. Let's cancel all those that are not currently in production. Time for military. A lot of them. Well, not in the 40% infrastructure areas, but otherwise, a lot of them. That should do it. Once Signal Company 1 is complete, we will designate our templates. Signal Company complete. Alright, time to designate the templates. Edit Strukowaya Divizia a bit. Add signal companies. Well, this is our base template we're using right now. Notice combat width is 18. It takes quite a lot of equipment, infantry equipment for the infantry, but also support motorized artillery and anti-air. If we modify the template, say add some infantry, it will take more infantry equipment. Look at the arrows next to the numbers. Soft attack will increase, hit points will increase, organization will increase, recovery rate suppression, soft attack, hard attack, defense breakthrough are going to go up. But also used manpower, used equipment, combat width, piercing, weight, and supply are going to be affected negatively. So essentially, a bigger unit is more difficult to transport and supply, but is otherwise stronger. So why shouldn't I just max out the combat width on everything? Well, it costs more. So if you're not using support, you can have the same number of troops create one 50 with infantry division, or you can have it create 25 with 1 divisions. And with 1 divisions have their uses, mostly for quick deployment of troops moving around, and if the enemy doesn't have enough troops to cover the entire front line, you can just easily swarm them with 1 battalion divisions. But if they get caught in combat, they are basically useless. Let's create an empty one. Just add 1 infantry battalion, and I'll show you what it's about. See, their hit points are very, very low. So what's the problem, right? I could have 25 of them sitting at the same spot, and that would be correct. It would fix all our issues, except for one thing. See, in combat, I guess I should have showed it when there was war. There's a modifier for stacking troops. If you have too many units fighting the same battle, they get a penalty, which is an argument for bigger units. Then again, bigger units are less flexible in covering the front line and more difficult to supply. So we gotta find the perfect spot. For many it is 20, but today we're gonna be testing different ones. So our base Strukowaya Divizia is going to be 20 width, and we're going to rename it to just 20. Now I'm going to duplicate this template and create a new division named 10. Going below 10 doesn't really make sense unless you are very strapped for manpower and have a lot of territory. And for 10, we're going to remove half of the units. See, combat with 10, just 5 battalions. So we have a 20 and we have a 10. Now let's edit this, duplicate it again, and go with 40. Why are we not doing 30? Well, we're not doing 30 because I really don't feel like it makes sense. Because combat width is usually something like in the example 80, where you can fit 4 divisions of width 20 or 2 divisions of width 40. So we're testing 10, 20, 40, and maximum. This is 40. As you can see, their attack has gone up quite a lot. Quite as many troops, but it hasn't doubled. That's because of the support companies. See, the support companies do provide much of the punch this unit has, but they don't provide much defense. Hit points pretty much doubled. But the other hand, the organization went up a bit only. Same for recovery rate. Breakthrough went from 40 to 70. So it's not all that cut and dry, right? We have to do some testing. It would be much more straightforward if we were using just pure infantry without support, but then also the testing wouldn't really be necessary. Okay, so we have a 10, 20, 40, and let's do a max, a 50 width division. And of course you can go over 50. For example, an infantry battalion has a width of 3. And if you're interested, I might do another video in which you investigate whether your infantry should have just infantry in it, or for example the classic 7-2 setup, where you have 7 battalions of infantry and 2 battalions of artillery to give it more punch. But it's not the topic of this video. Let's save. So now we have 4 setups to test. Of course we're going to need to provide enough equipment for all of them. So let's get to producing. I might actually change my plans a bit and do more of Ribbentrop after all, so that we have some more time to set everything up properly. But I'll think about it. Now we still have a lot of time. Lessons of war. Building factories very quickly. Will this suffice? Yes, I think it should suffice. Don't even need to be producing motorized. I will need a lot more infantry equipment though, because if I go to higher widths, well, I'll need more. Of course, I can just delete some of the units. Integrated support. Unfortunately, the game and my entire PC crashed once again. I still haven't nailed the problem down. It is probably my 3090 card. I might need to revert back to my 1080 or get a different 3090. Anyways, something is going wrong with the power, but that's none of your concern, is it? You're here to watch Hearts of Iron. And fortunately, the autosave has saved the day. I'm gonna make 2 full army groups, because for 10 width, I'm pretty sure we need more troops. Let's create a tiny template into Division Designer with just 1 infantry guy. Alright, the picture as well. Tiny little bear. I'm gonna need 104 of those. Highest priority, please. Somewhere here. Really need all those military factories I'm building. And more support equipment, like 30. I'm going to be deploying them ahead of time. Anschluss of Austria, and we finished. finished Lessons of War. We'll go down here so we can have 5 research slots. Do I need war propaganda? Maybe if I'm in an offensive war. Probably won't need it though. I'm expecting the Germans to attack me. Right, I was supposed to be spying on them, wasn't I? Maybe I should get an elusive gentleman. Why not? Deploy the bears? Well, some of the bears. We are using artillery and all that, so let's make sure to research it. Cipher for Germany decrypted. Let's do one for Italy. We might need that. And hire the German spy. Since we are already spying on them, let's do collaboration governments too. Improved computing machine. Diversify the program. Deployed all the troops. There you go. Oh, right. There's not enough armies. That's better. Infantry experts for everyone who's earned it. I probably should have made him a field marshal and sent him to manage these guys, but they'll only be useful for the first part of the test. I guess I can already switch them to the 10 template, because for the 20, 40, and 50, I think I'll just be using the 1 army group. And this will give us a better overview of how much equipment we need. And it's a lot of equipment. Closed city network. Improved worker conditions. And exercise them, please. We do have a lot of manpower, just don't have enough equipment. But the military factories are being built very quickly. What's the compliance in conquered regions? It is good enough. Getting quite a lot of factories from Poland, it seems. Adolf demands Sudetenland. We might be producing too much anti-air and artillery. Let's reduce that a bit. Closed city network complete. What else do we have here that is worth doing? Socialist realism and finishing the 5-year plan. Then armament effort, I guess. Alright, let's do the plan first. Construction, concentrated industry. We should also do the better guns. Successful purge, it seems. Military theorist. What's Germany doing? I should probably get ready to fight them. I guess I might use 2 army groups for 20 with as well. We'll see. We can't do too many because there just won't be enough supply. I could of course build infrastructure in the area, but that's not something you usually do, I guess, and we would have to build quite a lot to provide supply for everybody. I guess I'll add some more support equipment production, maybe. No, I don't need more. I need more guns because we're going to be just adding more infantry. So this is enough. All the rest of the factories we're going to build have to go to infantry equipment. We're not going to help you. Armament effort, because why not? Centralized fire control. Can take a while. Agent captured. Why would you get yourself captured? Oh, they're on a mission. We can't really rescue her yet. Industrial concern. Right, 1 agent forced into hiding, another captured. Situation is not perfect, but we've already done quite a lot with regards to the collaboration government. Wait a minute, my supply of motorized is going down. Oh, that's because of the training. I should assign some more factories to it. Armament effort complete. Socialist realism, and that'll probably be everything. Ah, damn it. I forgot not to go to free trade. Should have stayed with export focus. Didn't I do the same thing last time? I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Better guns. And some excavation. Operative has been rescued. Go back to building up the network. And they are attacking the other side. Are you gonna get a direct war goal on me? Oh no, they're doing Fate of Czechoslovakia in a different order. This is gonna be weird. I wanted to save around this time and then return to the save to reorganize my army, but it seems like I will have to wait a bit before, that point, so we have a more consistent experience. Might actually need to wait for Germany to defeat the Allies. Well, not all the Allies, obviously. Atomic research. For the research boost. Wonder, since Czechoslovakia has already given up Sudetenland, I think Fate of Czechoslovakia will work the same way, and they'll just get in next. We'll see. Do I need even more factories on this? No, this will have to suffice. Yep, France is falling. And we're pretty much done with the focuses. There's not much else to be done. Well, we could do the repeating ones, but they're not very good. So let's just use that political power to buff ourselves a bit. Infantry equipment. France capitulates. I have to observe what the Germans are doing. We want to be ready for a war. They finished Fate of Czechoslovakia and nothing happened? Oh, because they got a guarantee. That's why. There's a war starting, isn't there? At least there should be, soon. Now they're doing Molotov-Ribbentrop, and if I refuse that, well, they'll probably start moving towards a war with me. Oh yeah, Czechoslovakia is attacked. That won't change much, but Germany would be stronger if they annexed them peacefully. Let's do a defense expert. Czechoslovakia capitulates. Is it time to send our troops to the front lines? Probably. I suppose I could leave these 10 widths on defense duties in other setups. We'll consider it. They will guard the ports. You will help the main attack. I guess I don't need that many troops in Bulgaria. You join the main force on the German front line as well. Researching some buffs, as always. And it's time to produce the better guns. Activate all orders unbalanced. Molotov-Ribbentrop, and we're going to refuse the pact. Well, first I'm gonna spend the political power. I guess a regrouping expert will do. No deals with the fascists. And now, I guess now is a good time to save the game and revert back to this place when we're changing the templates. Why? Well, because they will take time to exercise. So let's make a save. Game saved. Now I'm gonna switch everyone to the 10 width template and exercise them. They're going to be rather weak. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be terrible, but let's test it anyway. Advanced computing machine. Gonna need some exercise. Not much because we're reducing the unit. Japanese provocation at our border. Can I please ignore it? I don't want a border war messing with my plans again. Alright, let's do another collaboration government. Almost forgot about the planes. I guess I'll send them here. Cipher for Hungary, complete. Scandinavia is attacked. We are not. And equipment, well, we have a lot of it. More than we may ever need. Well, now we're gonna need more. but it's still a lot. We're using just 10 with units, but we have 2 full army groups of them, which is not too shabby, and boosting our support companies. Oh, there is a border war. You can have it, I don't care. No, actually they did take my troops. God damn it. Game, if there is a dev watching this, although there probably isn't, please remove this or make it voluntary. I want to ignore this stupid border war. It's not as important as having my troops here. Oops, my screen just went black for a moment. Might be getting the crash soon. Forward observers. Alright, let's deploy 6 more units to account for this stupidity. Is Germany going to attack me? They should, because they have interest in Polish territory. Okay, the border war has concluded, so I don't need these troops anymore. You, go back. Let's get the concealment expert. We don't really need him, but he can be helpful. I'm gonna save, just in case it crashes. They don't seem to want to attack me just yet. When did I save? In July. So I guess on the 1st of January, 1940, I can start justifying a war goal on them. This should be about right. Agent captured yet again. I guess I'll do some more propaganda. We have 100% collaboration in Germany. And here we are, January 1st, 1940. Let's justify a war goal on Germany. This should do nicely. And we attack when the justification is complete. We have huge reserves of equipment. I suppose I should go to limited exports. I'm spending way too much on importing steel. Hungary joins the Axis. As expected, we do have troops here. Bulgaria, have they joined yet? No, not yet. Now let's go to limited exports. Our factories will not be as efficient, but I won't need to buy steel anymore. We could do rocket artillery next time. Advance fire bases. Guess we're about to attack. I'm gonna wait and then spend army experience to make this faster. Justification is ready. Let's declare war immediately. Don't need to call any allies. So let's observe. How do we fare at 10 with? Just a reminder, the template we're currently using is this. Full support, anti-air, artillery, engineers, recon, and signal, plus 5 battalions of infantry for a combat width of 10. Hit points are pretty low. Alright, let's go. Italy has been called in. Hungary has been called in. We are unbalanced. And as you can see, we're already losing ground. We're not very good in defense, it seems. We should probably have a look at the battles themselves. See, this is us, this is them. Maximum width is 80, we have 40. So it seems like we don't even have enough troops here. Perhaps I should have brought 3 army groups of 4. But then we run into another issue. See, if you have more smaller divisions, you need more commanders, which is also quite important. Let's maybe look at a bigger battle somewhere. Is there a bigger battle somewhere? Yeah, the general gist of it is we're just not strong enough at 10 width. We can, of course, use those, small divisions in the Middle East, in China, in South America, and so on. But fighting against Germany, well, that doesn't really work, does it? We do seem to be doing quite well in Prussia, but it is a special case. It's not connected to their main territory. Let's give it some time, though. We have decrypted the cipher of the Germans. Let's activate the Hungarian cipher and the German cipher. As you can see, we have a lot of equipment. Not really hurting for that. Take on over Prussia. Let's relocate these troops here. We are getting pushed back by Hungary. Well, and the Germans in Hungary. All in all, this is relatively even. They're pushing us back here, but we are pushing them here. No clear winner, although if they lock us out down south, we could be in real trouble. Then again, I can just retreat the troops from the Bulgarian border, or more accurately, use them to strengthen the Hungarian border. Probably will not be enough, but we can try. Let's give it maybe a year. And if we end up winning, note when. Bulgaria joins the Axis. Well, now they do. Okay, the troops from the order here need to be relocated back here. Right, the northern part is going quite well. No change, no important change down here. Should I attack Bulgaria myself just to be rid of it? 100 days. I guess I can. They'll probably join on their own though. Oh, right, you, take them. I can free up some troops to beat up Hungary. Fall of Berlin. I honestly did not expect to achieve this with 10. We did use the agents and all that, so we can be at a slight advantage. Oh, we're out of motorized and artillery. Did not expect that to happen. Alright, let's increase production. Italy has been pushed out down here. You reinforce the Hungarian border. And quickly, please. No. Use naval transport. We are reaching Denmark. Almost. New skill? Logistics wizard. Seems nice. Or maybe organization. 9 attack. That is something. I suppose I could go to total mobilization. I do have a lot of recruitable population. Can just up the conscription a bit to mitigate that. Oh, Greece has joined Covington automatically. Did not have to agree to this apparently. Let's try to capture the German cipher. Bulgaria is still not in the war, even though they're part of the Axis. They're afraid of me apparently. And the British are landing. We must have exhausted the Germans. Let's look at the casualties. They lost 1.3 million. We have lost 2.2, which is not that bad if you're the attacker. And we are the attacker. We're pushing. Interesting. Need to paint some new orders. This is how I lay my intricate orders, the master plan, This is why they look so weird. I have to paint every little arrow to make sure it is the most efficient, right? Now, go west is pretty much the order. Improved worker conditions. Justification for Bulgaria is complete. Let's deal with them. And our invasion seems to have stalled in general. We did take Berlin and a lot of land around it, but we're being pushed back a bit. Is that due to logistics? Well, kind of. I have underestimated the losses we're taking. Production reorganized, although I'm afraid it might be too little too late. We are already being pushed back, but I will be able to dedicate a bit more troops once we deal with Bulgaria. Oh yeah, and Denmark. We're moving into Denmark. Bulgaria is much stronger in this current version of the game, I think. I guess I'll call in Greece. I'll call in everybody. That can speed things up a bit. Finish them off. Take Copenhagen. Capture Cipher is going on. If I can activate another Cipher against Germany, that should help me out quite a bit. Oh, an encirclement of one guy. But this seems to be undefended. Did the Germans run out of troops? That's strange. They're the Germans after all. Cipher is decrypted. Let's activate it. Should I do the one against Italy as well? I guess I can. See no harm in that. There are Italian troops fighting me as well. France, Belgium, and the Netherlands are resurfacing. So we have put enough pressure on the Germans, apparently. It's probably due to the intricate orders I've painted. There's some German troops in Norway, but I think they can handle it. 84% towards capitulation. Mostly due to the collaboration governments. I suppose I could do some in Italy as well, but I'm not even gonna fight Italy. If we defeat Germany, I'm going to mark the time and call it a success. And move on to another composition. Bulgaria capitulates. Good. Clean the area up and move to Hungary. They're not even defending the Netherlands. Just go around here and take the territory. Well, not all of the territory, but some. Might be trapped for a moment. Might also win big. France is back. I want to recruit a German. There we go. Do some propaganda. Agent killed. Unfortunate. Let's try capturing a Cipher again. With 2 Germans. Our logistics are pretty bad now. Perhaps I should have been uncautious, but I'm gonna keep everything unbalanced. It'll give us a clearer picture. Let's activate the Hungarian Cipher. Oh, right. We're almost out of manpower because of total mobilization. Let's jump to extensive conscription. More operatives. Oh, Greece has exited my faction and joined the Allies somehow, and I lost my operative. And we're getting pushed back in Bulgaria. We shouldn't have attacked them. Can we force Germany to capitulate? Military access from the Netherlands. That fixed the orders here. Should do the same with France, I guess. Equipment, not that great. We are still making gains up here. They are pushing us a bit elsewhere. Still, if we can get enough victory points, like for example Frankfurt, or Frankfurt, if you prefer, that should be enough for a victory. So I'm gonna keep this going for a bit longer. Oh, or like this here. This is undefended. How about now? Yep, enough. Germany will capitulate on the 18th of February, 1941. We win with 10 width. I mean, of course, yeah, you have to beat up Bulgaria and Hungary and Italy, but that's just a formality. So let's check 20 width now, shall we? Load the game with the width choice, and now we switch to 20. 20 width on everything. Even the garrisons, I guess. Okay, maybe not the garrisons, that's a waste. You stay at 10. Actually, the garrisons should be pure infantry. That was a mistake on the first one. If I change now, that could be a problem. So the garrison stays at 10, the rest goes to 20. And exercise. And from that previous experience, I guess I should be producing more equipment. Something like this, probably. Advanced computing machine, and so on. The research will be vaguely the same as last time. It won't make that much of a difference. More collaboration government. Alright, Japanese provocation at our border once again. And once again, it will detach an army without my agreement. It doesn't seem to be doing that. Oh, I seem to have forgotten to continue researching doctrines last time. Is that possible? Might be. Still, they do take a long time to research. It probably won't make a difference. Yeah, border conflict. We don't care. Japanese victory. Whatever. You go back to guarding. The exercise was quick, wasn't it? At least for these guys. Oh, right. I was switching them from the Strykovaya Divizia, I think, so I wasn't actually switching them. These will train for a while, though. System crashed again. Back at an autosave. Still looking for a reliable solution. German cipher decrypted. Good. We'll be ready. We'll switch to limited exports. January 1940. I'm late by 1 day. Probably won't make much of a difference. Justify. Hungary joins the Axis, just like they previously did. Stop the exercise. Don't have time for that. Maybe I should have given myself more time to prepare my troops. German collaboration, full. Good. Justification is complete. Let us declare war on the Germans and activate the cipher. Go. This time we have 20 width guys. Italy has been called in, and this seems to be going much smoother, but maybe only seems to. Hungary has joined. Let's activate their cipher as well. And let's start preparing the operation in Germany that will capture their cipher. And that's not available now. Alright, I can wait. I would say the difference is pretty clear in favor of the 20 width, but we'll see, we'll see. Prussia is taken. Move here. Alright, once again, let's not forget about the Italians. Advanced fire bases. Now, I'm not sure if I haven't forgotten this in the last test. It would change quite a bit, but I don't think it would change the overall result. As you can see, the difference is pretty clear already. Just look at Hungary. Fall of Berlin. Ready to capture cipher operation. Be not commence when ready. already. You have to time this right. The battles are much more in our favor this time. Bulgaria joins the Axis. Probably won't join the war on their own, so let's justify on them like last time. And we've reached Denmark. We have dealt with the Italians down here. We can go help in Hungary. Norway has capitulated. Oh, didn't have that one last time, I think. Greece has joined. That will give me an extra operative for a very short time. Did you join me or did you join the Allies? You did join me. Where's my operative then? Oh, we can reveal the cipher for the Germans again and launch the operation to capture the cipher. We cannot because the cipher is fully decrypted. God damn it. Should have launched it right before it fully decrypted. Can you just capture the new cipher they're about to complete? Yeah, whatever. Let's activate the Italian one as well, just because we can. What the hell happened here? Oh, probably a naval invasion. Right, let's take half of your men and deal with it. Still fighting Hungary. Right, I was supposed to change my economy a bit. Total mobilization here and extensive conscription here. Our initial push was much stronger, but we seem to be running out of steam. And it's due to the lack of infantry equipment. Shock and awe. Right, let's launch that operation now. Oh, it did launch itself. Good. We're and Bulgaria ready. Let's declare war. Call the Allies. Shouldn't be too difficult. Yep, looks a bit easier than it did last time. Another crash. It's getting a bit ridiculous. I need to replace my graphics card. Anyways, we're back at the autosave. Justification on Bulgaria ready again. Bulgaria is almost taken care of. Let's take the capital. And Germany, 86% towards capitulation. Bulgaria, done. Maybe move from the Hungarian side. Can you focus on Frankfurt, for example? No, the manual auto won't work, will it? Well, it's not likely to, but we'll get this province at least. You guys, I'm gonna move you off of here and here instead. I forgot to get the concealment expert. We're doing well on all the other equipment, but not on just guns. More guns, please. This is looking very promising. We're about to take Nuremberg, it seems. Just go there. Cipher fully decrypted. Activate. How are you doing? We might be about to win. Not yet, but almost. Right, focus your efforts here then. Well, maybe not you. Activate the Hungarian cipher as well. And I think we win. Yes, Germany capitulates. November 1940. The 12th of November 1940. Last time it was February 1941. So 20 width is clearly superior to 10 width. We didn't even run out of equipment. Well, not all the equipment. And we did run out of all the equipment at width 10. So now, I guess it's time for 40, isn't it? Now we switch the main army to 40 width. The supporting army, I will think about it. I might leave them at 10, or just delete them outright. I'll probably just delete them. First, let's see how much equipment you guys will need at your 40 width. Also, exercise. They're not exercising yet because they haven't lost the experience, because they didn't get the manpower. It's gonna take a while for them to get all the reinforcements. We do have to keep an eye on logistics. I think I will not be increasing production of support equipment this time, because we'll need much more straight up infantry equipment. Oh, Japanese provocation at our border. What a surprise. Next doctrine. German cipher decrypted once again. Let's change our economy to limited exports. Need that steel. Should I switch all of these to 40 as well? Well, except for him. I guess I could. We won't have enough equipment to fuel that. So I think it's best to just disband them. Yeah, let's get rid of these armies. I will keep the garrison only. And we'll need to reorganize a bit. We will switch to the tiny template. We'll get all that equipment back. Garrisons will stay at 10. You guys can go back here. And you will cancel your entire order. This army will be responsible for Bulgaria and Italy down here. Half of you takes Bulgaria from the north. Some go here. Some go here. And then here. That should do it. And of course, we extend these orders. Whoops, did something wrong. Was I? Oh yes, we extended these orders to compensate. That should do. How are the logistics? Good enough, apparently. We got quite a lot of support equipment from all these troops that we have disbanded. So we can safely focus on just producing lots of infantry equipment. Right, I'm going to try CPU encoding because this graphics card is driving me insane. How are we doing on reinforcements? Very well. I just need some more infantry equipment. And I am working on it. Very aggressively. Oh, damn it. It's the 7th of January already and I forgot to start justifying the war goal. But a few days shouldn't make a difference. Hungary joins the Axis. We're ready for that. War goal's ready. Let's go immediately. Declare war. And there we go. Also, activate the cipher. When Hungary joins, we should activate that one as well. It is going well, but I can't say for sure if it's better or worse than 20 width. At least not yet. Activating on the Hungarian cipher. Prussia is taken. It is looking good, but not particularly awesome. I think the 40 width divisions are theoretically stronger than 20 width, but they're also less flexible because we don't have as many of them. Bulgaria is about to join the Axis, it seems. Oh, of course, I forgot to go to total mobilization and increase my conscription. Should have done that. And the concealment expert too. Or the logistics. So far so good. We've had a hard time breaking through their defense across the river last time. I wonder how it will go this time. Let's capture the German cipher. Bulgaria joins the Axis and we justify on them. Oh right, yeah, Italy here. Let's see if we can beat them. Surrounding Berlin. Fall of Berlin. Berlin in May. Oh, we might not need the Hungarian cipher. We actually did break through here, although it might be temporary. Oh, it's actually looking good. Curious. Hungary is still defending itself, although rather poorly. Right, Greece has been attacked, and Hungary capitulates, so I no longer need to waste my time on their cipher. One thing I didn't take into account, I did not compare our losses. Whoa, look at this. I haven't checked this for 20 with, but here we lost half as many troops as Germany did, even though we're the attacker. Oh, I wish I had checked it for 20 with. Seems like 40 is the way to go, at least so far. This looks really promising. Here's an example of why people usually use 20 or 40 with and not, for example, 50. The combat width is usually a multiple of 20. So here, for example, we have 120 combat width allowed, with 2 divisions of 80 width. That's a wonderful defense, by the way. We could easily fit another one in this combat width, but if we went with 50 combat width for the divisions, we could only fit 2. It's not such a big problem here, but if the allowed combat width is 80, we can fit 2 divisions, but if we were using with 50, we could only fit 1, which is why 40 is, well, it looks like it's optimal right now, but we'll see in a moment. Transfire by ISIS, liberation of Paris, and Germany capitulated in July 1940. That was quick, wasn't it? We didn't even manage to attack Bulgaria. Right, 40 width seems like the clear winner right now. 24th of July 1940. Okay, let's have a look at 50 width right now. Loading the width choice. Save. And this time we do the same thing we did with 40. These guys go back to small templates. You're on guard duty on the 10 template, and you all are going to switch to the max template of 50 width. Need some manpower and infantry equipment for that. Also, I'm gonna change up the orders, like we did last time. Yeah, that ought to be enough. Oh, forgot about the planes last time, and we still got the best results so far. So let's maybe forget them this time as well. Now we know that 40 is the best, supposedly. I mean, to check if 50 is better or worse than that. It'll take you a while to get your reinforcements, isn't it? Still waiting for that manpower to get there. Oh, Japanese provocation. Cipher is decrypted, and Germany attacks north. We're gonna need way more infantry equipment this time, but we are prepared for it. Border conflict, oh joy. Japanese victory, that's fine. Right, you guys are ready to exercise. German cipher ready. How are you doing equipment? Everything's really fine, except for infantry equipment, but, you know, it's on its way. Panay incident, not our problem. Prepared collaboration government, and now we're ready to justify a war goal on Germany. Go. And once that's complete, we attack. Now, once again, we're using the max template. All infantry plus support. Hungary joins the Axis. Good, more targets. Limited exports, limited conscription, and the justification is ready. Let's destroy Germany. Now, let's have a look. This is 50 width. Italy has joined. I guess I could remember to kill them here this time, but let's give it some time because I forgot last time and we don't want to introduce any major changes. How are we doing? Reasonably well. See, now there can be some problems. See, the allowed combat width is 80. We can only fit 1 division of a 50 width. If we were on the 40 width, we could fit 2. Like here, for example. We would be using 2 of them, but 1 is in reserves. Ah, right, I forgot to activate the cipher. Let's do that. Germany and for Hungary. This is already looking much worse than 40. Right, let's destroy the Italians down here if you can. Agent killed? Oh well, that's unfortunate. We want to capture a cipher, but we need another agent first. Okay, this is clearly going much, much worse than the previous attempt. And to understand why, well, there's one simple reason. The allowed combat width is a multiple of 40, usually, and we cannot saturate that. 120 is not that bad because we can put 2 divisions in there. But if the allowed combat width is 80, we can only put 1 50 width division, and if we were on the 40 template, we could fit 2. So I see no point in continuing this test because on 40 width, we were already around Berlin at this time, I think, and winning shortly after. Whereas on the 50 width template, we are getting pushed back into Poland. So there you have it. You have your answer. The best combat width to use is 40 width, exactly, with one important if. That is, if you can cover your entire front line effectively, and with a little bit of reserve, because, you know, if the front line stretches a bit, you also want to be able to cover it. 40 width is optimal if you have enough of them to cover the entire front line. I think the results speak for themselves. You've seen it before. We've defeated Germany very quickly with 40 width, reasonably quickly with 20 width, took a long time with 10, and it is taking a long time with 50. I'm not even sure we'll be able to win this. We probably will, but still, 40 is clearly superior. There's no point in continuing this one. So I'd say the most important thing you have to pay attention to when designing your templates is that you will be able to afford enough units to cover the entirety of the front line with some reserves. 10 width still succeeded. It was not that bad. But if you can afford it, if you have enough manpower and equipment, go for 20. And if you can afford 40, definitely go for 40. 40 width is the best width, apparently. And we've tested that in semi-controlled conditions. So it's not just my opinion, it's confirmed by the scientific method. I mean, yes, I know we should do multiple trials and all that, but the difference was so clear that I don't think there's any error in this. Of course, if you have different results yourself, please do let me know in the comments. But for now, I think we can safely we conclude that 40 width is the best. Once again, if you can afford enough of them. So yeah, that's it. Also, it seems like I might have resolved the crashing issue, which plagued me throughout this video. Seems like the RTX 3090 can't play the game and record it effectively at the same time. Maybe it's a driver issue, but had to switch to CPU encoding for now, if you care. Now, another matter, if you like this video, if you like this type of video, do let me know, of course. Comment, click the like button, and so on. I don't usually encourage you to do so, because I think my viewers know that clicking the like button and commenting on the video does help it. So I try to not to push, liking and so on. But in this case, if this video does better than my usual, playing the game as someone videos, I will probably do more of this scientific method style of videos and maybe test the classic infantry template versus the artillery infantry template. So how this fares against this. Well, not exactly against, but which is more effective. See, with artillery, you have far more soft attack, but the other stats go down. There's also rocket artillery to test, different combinations of support equipment and so on. So if that's something you're interested in, please do let me know, and we can do more of these. There's also the more advanced builds, like adding some tanks or self-propelled artillery in order to give the unit some armor. But that one would require quite a lot of testing. Also, tanks take fuel, and that's bothersome. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.